All right. So this is the very first official episode of the Tiny Microphone.
Yes, it is.
And
First
we
one.
have the very tiniest microphone I could possibly find at Best Buy.
You can't even see it. It's down here.
And it's pretty tiny, I have to say.
I have to lean in.
I was a little skeptical about it at first. And the guy at Best Buy didn't really sell me on it. It was $35. And the software doesn't work that
Came with it.
So
And the number to call
is East Coast number, of course. So
it's not 24/7.
So they're closed on Sunday night at 1:30 in the morning. I also keep catching myself staring directly at the screen,
Yeah, we
which
have a hard
doesn't
time
make any
looking at
sense.
the camera.
For some reason, I think it's cool that I have to have this microphone right in my mouth. So there's that. So what should we talk about? We should talk about the Pittsburgh trip.
Yeah.
Talk about your extreme anxiety when it comes to parking.
Yeah, so when we were, even though I've driven around in Pittsburgh and Austin's a decent driver, he'll tell you good, but I don't know, like when we're like can't find a parking space, I like freak out, and I don't know, it's really stressful. You're probably better explaining how I react, but I freak out.
I don't really see it as a big deal, and the fact that we can just drive around the block until we find a parking spot.
But I want to get to the spot. I don't see like going around the block. If I were to do that, one, I would get lost again, and two, who knows what's around the next block.
One thing is the hotel was way too fancy for my comfort level. Like they had an underground parking lot and a valet service with like Alfa Romeos but the pool.
The pool was awesome to an former swimmer.
It wasn't. It was freezing cold, and it was on the 4th floor, so it was only 3 feet deep.
And it had like lane lines and stuff, like Michael Phelps and everything. It was perfect. I loved it for exercising, but for a family, nah, not gonna happen.
It was 24-hour access though, which was kind of cool.
Yeah, that was cool. The elevator situation was weird.
You put me in an elevator, and then we go 26 floors in the goddamn air, and I start getting scared because yes, we're inside, but we're off the ground. We are in the air.
And I didn't realize Austin was afraid of elevators. We've been married.
I don't think I've ever been in an elevator that went that high.
Really?
Yeah.
It's not that I always think of like that little hole that you can crawl up into if it's an emergency situation. You can bust out the thing and then just crawl up, and then you can scale the elevator shaft.
Scale the elevator shaft. If the elevator falls 25 feet, there ain't no scaling nothing.
Like the Tower of Terror.
The Tower of Terror?
In Disney. You go to the very top, and then they have the elevator, and then it drops, and then stops you right at the bottom.
Last time I was at Disney, I was 6 years old.
Me too, and I remember.
I remember my grandpa was in a wheelchair, so we got to the front of the line on everything. And they had like special rides that locked in his wheelchair. It was nothing like Frank. It was like everybody waiting for us to ride the ride, and then they got to.
Did you ride It's a Small World? Do you remember the song?
I think so. And we got into like this like Alien versus Predator like simulator where it like blows water on you and stuff.
Did you do Mission Space Simulator? That was my favorite.
I don't remember.
You went into space.
I do remember swimming a lot. There was big pools.
Big pools there. Yeah. That's a good thing about Disney. My family's going to Disney in about a week. Olivia is.
That should be a nice trip for them.
Yeah. They'll have a lot of fun.
Definitely. I think flying with kids is hard though.
Yeah.
I don't want to go too much into it.
Traveling with kids in general has to be hard. We don't have.
Are they driving?
Flying.
Flying.
We don't have children, so we don't know what it's like. But I can't imagine having to bring like 2 little humans with you everywhere.
That's a real weird way to talk your sister out of going to Disneyland.
I'm just saying. It's gotta be weird.
It's
It's like they're carrying little luggage bags, and all of a sudden they go cough, and then they drop their bag, but they're not going to tell anybody. They're just going to leave it behind.
Cough. From the children's cough. They're going to leave their bag behind. That's going to start an epidemic. The car show was cool. They had a rev off of different Lamborghinis and Ferraris and stuff, so that was kind of cool.
Austin was really worried that one of them was going to blow my eardrums out.
Everybody's standing directly behind him and they're shooting flames.
I wanted to stand
like nobody understands these cars.
Oh,
look, it's a Lamborghini.
I just wanted to see a Scooby-Doo Mystery Machine, which I didn't see one.
Oh, they had the peanut truck there.
They did have a peanut truck.
Which then I'd randomly seen it in a commercial.
Ooh, you think it's the same one?
How many peanut trucks do you think there are?
I'm allergic to peanuts, so I don't care.
And then there was a really cool car that I know for a fact is associated with the Haggard Garage scene that I follow religiously every week. And the kid was
these millennials in there
super unapproachable. I couldn't go talk to him about Haggard Garage, and
yeah, he just was walking like away. Like Austin was definitely waiting to talk. I feel like he saw Austin and then walked away. He was like, "This guy wants to talk to me, so I'm gonna walk away."
He had a rear-wheel drive Honda Civic with a 1JZ in it, and those are just, you don't just see that. And I tried to talk to him about it, and he didn't have anything to do with it. And he had a Club Loose sticker on the front of his car.
The best thing about it was there was a Full House bumper sticker. If I'm being honest, that was the best thing.
That was kind of cool.
Yeah. And there was with Will Smith, Fresh Prince. There was a bumper sticker inside the engine.
I didn't see that.
I did.
There was a giant wheel at the Geico tent that Vanessa got to spin, and the guy was flirting with her, so she got free Geico.
Yeah, I told him it had to land.
I was recording the whole thing, so nothing actually happened.
No, I had to land in a certain spot, and I just looked at him and said, "You're gonna push it to that spot, or not." And then he did. He pushed it right to it.
Yeah, it was super weird. And it was weird that I was standing there recording it. Everybody's staring at me.
And then I felt bad for all the people behind me that were gonna spin the wheel, and he was gonna just let it land randomly, so that way they couldn't get the prize they wanted. But he pushed it for me.
Also, a little incident happened in the hotel around midnight. We were going down the elevator to go to the pools, and there was these two kids that jumped in the same elevator as us. And now, if anybody here has stayed in a super fancy hotel,
The elevator situation is weird.
it's a touch screen. Okay,
Yeah.
you hit what floor you go on, and it tells you what specific elevator to go into, and then that elevator takes you to your floor.
It would say like car A, and you would go to elevator A.
But these kids jumped right into ours, and I was like, "Hey, these elevators are specific to what you type in." He's like, "No, man, it's going to the lobby." I was like, "No, it's not. It's not on the thing." So when we got off the elevator, the doors just stayed open, and the guy just stared at me.
Yeah.
Just
And
looked
there's
at
no buttons on the inside of the elevator.
He's like, "Hey, man, take chances."
Yeah. But like I said, there's no buttons on the inside.
So they just stood there and just looked at me with the doors wide open. I was like, "Hey, guys,
They would
no."
have had to get out
And
of the
repress
elevator.
a new button and get into a different elevator.
But they wouldn't. The guy was just like, take chances.
They just stood there
Take
and waited until we
chances.
left to get into the new elevator.
I don't know. It was a weird.
Whatever.
It was weird.
And then there was like some weird wife man child situation going on in the pool.
What?
I don't know. He wasn't a man child.
He
I
was just
shouldn't
like
really
a
say
buff
that.
Guy.
No, the one dude that was sitting at the very
Oh,
end.
yeah.
And his wife came in and was like, "Hey, it's time to get out of the pool." And he's like, "No, I'm not getting out of the pool." And then she went and got her swimsuit on.
And then
He got out of the pool.
Okay, I did see that.
Like, what is going on over there?
As a former swimmer, I was showing Austin how to do like flip turns and how backstrokers have to count the like when we see the flags, we have to count our strokes, and that's how many.
I couldn't stop scraping my legs off the bottom of the pool because it was only 3 feet deep.
He wasn't into it. I was super
Freezing
into
cold. It was freezing.
It
cold.
wasn't that cold. It really wasn't. He's a baby.
You can't say that.
I can though. Why
Can't
not?
say that. Just can't say that.
We're good.
The car ride home was horrible. We stopped at a at a a vintage video game store called Gamers Exchange in DuBois.
It's very cool.
And
go there.
I went in there looking for a Guitar Hero guitar because mine was broken. It's the only reason I bought a 360. And ended up buying 3 separate consoles. We bought a Sega Genesis, we bought a PlayStation 2, and an Xbox, an original Xbox.
Yeah.
Only because the guys were so cool to us in there.
Good customer service definitely goes a long way.
Yeah. Like, we wanted a certain game, Simpsons Road Rage.
We do have. It's back there somewhere.
And he's like, I think we only have it for the Xbox. So I go over there and I start picking out dope Xbox games.
Yeah.
Like Halo's, Tony Hawk Underground. And he comes out and he's like, hey, we don't have Road Rage for the Xbox. And I have like a stack of games in my hand.
Yeah, he was already full-blown into buying an Xbox.
So I was like, well, we'll take the Xbox, but what do you have Road Rage for? He's like, the PlayStation 2. I was like, well, how much would you sell me one of them for? He's like, I'll sell you the PlayStation 2 for $45, and I'll give you the game for free. I was like, deal.
We'll buy
deal.
And then I just was like, okay, what other like consoles do we need to complete our collection? Then I just started like talking like, oh, like a Sega.
Yeah, and Susie said Sega. I seen like a whole case of them.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, how much for a Sega? And I seen the original Doom, so I already knew I was gonna pick it up just to play that game. And he's like $25. I was like, all day.
Yeah. So
all
we
day.
Bought Sega.
So
it's back there somewhere.
Get home, set up the new capture card for Twitch, and ordered a pizza, which Vanessa went and picked up for me because I was setting everything up down here. And bought a gaming chair from Staples, which was pretty cool.
It was pretty cool. I like Staples because I like sticky notes. I have a ton of them. And they have a ton of pens.
I tried to con the workers into building the chair for me, and they wouldn't do it.
For $14, they would have.
I paid $14.
Austin would rather sit here and struggle for 2 hours.
I'd rather sit on the floor than pay $14 to
but
have
you
someone.
took 2 hours to make the chair, so that could have saved you. Time is money. Just saying. I would have had them put them together.
I went to get a new belt. Finally, my belt
the
broke
belt situations
during the Super Bowl.
He's had the same belt since...
during the J-Lo halftime show. Just bust off for some reason. I have no idea why. Just broke. Had the same belt since 8th grade.
Yeah, literally, probably like an American Eagle.
And it broke.
Walmart
it was just a Walmart belt.
Yeah.
It just broke. And
he's real upset about it.
we go to this place called DXL, my
Men's
kind of
Warehouse.
store, Men's Warehouse,
basically.
and for big guys. And we look at the belts. They're like 65, 85, 45. It's like, no way. No way I'm going to buy a belt like this.
I mean, I wanted him to buy one because it would have been worth it, but he's had the same belt since he was 12.
So I was like, nah. She's like, well, what kind of belt are you looking for? Because I'm walking out the door.
And his pants are falling
down. I'm holding my pants up.
Oh.
And I was like, I don't want a belt that's such rigid leather. Basically saying I don't want a belt that costs $60. And she's like, oh, we have
we have these belts out here by the $1 store buys.
Exactly. And the lady's like, they cut to fit. And I had no idea what that meant. She was like speaking gibberish to me.
She explained it to, and I still didn't really know. I still don't know.
And she had to talk to me like I was 7. She's like,
you pull it out here.
It's huge.
Yeah, she told us.
It's gonna wrap up like 4 times around you. It's for a 64 waist. I was like, you're still talking gibberish to me. Like, how much is it? It's like $25.
And we're like, we'll buy it.
Done.
But we don't have scissors. Although I think I had scissors in my car.
Of course you did. Listen, I had to walk around the entire convention center of the hotel all day today with this belt wrapped around me 3 times. You know how hard it is to go pee? The first time I went to go pee, my underwear is on backwards, so there's no pee hole. I gotta pull my underwear all the way down like a toddler in front of... Everybody's looking at me like, why has this dude got 3 belts on? I'm like, I don't. I don't have 3 belts on, sir. It's 1 belt. It's for a big guy. Like, I'm out of options.
I'm supposed to cut it to fit, apparently. And the best part was I forgot that his pants were falling down in the car. And like as a joke,
the whole ride, it's like my bare ass is on the seat. Because it keeps turning on the heat warmer.
As a joke, I kept turning on the heat warmer. Yeah.
My bare ass. My pants are falling down as I'm sitting in the car
and the
for
heat
2
warmer's
hours.
burning his ass.
So there was that.
But overall, we had a really good weekend, and we pretty much got all the stuff to get this podcast started, and that's what we're most excited about.
Yeah, I'm very excited about it.
Yeah. This is our first video practice run.
I know we have a nice camera, we have the tripod, we have everything we need. It's just kind of, I set a deadline for Monday, and I told everybody on Facebook that we'd put one out on Monday.
And I wanted to. We're both awake.
So we decided just to record one on the webcam, which is why I'm staring right at the screen.
Yeah, because we can look at ourselves.
I'm going to be uploading all these to a YouTube account, and I'm debating on what I should call the YouTube account, because all my handles are Big Cottonwood. So it's either going to be Big Cottonwoods Productions or Cottonwoods Media.
Yeah,
and then have like a playlist of Tiny Microphone.
Yeah.
So
basically, yeah, we're going to have interviews with people here or there. It'll just be random podcasts of us talking about random. A lot of shit happens in our daily lives. I don't know.
Not that much happens.
No, not like a lot of events.
To Vanessa.
A lot of weird events happen. Like random
Name one
shit.
weird event.
The thing with the guys in the elevator. That's one weird event. Like, that doesn't always happen to people.
We tipped our waitress $20 at...
It was a waiter.
Oh, I forgot waitress and waiter is a boy and girl. I seriously did not know that till right now.
Really?
I thought they were all just called waitresses.
Nuh-uh.
I swear to God. I swear to God.
Did you know in France, they say garçon if it's a boy waiter?
No.
Garçon.
This burger had 3 patties, but they were smashed. They called them smash burgers.
They like smashed burgers together.
It's like back there just pounding burgers.
Get these burgers out to these people. They're hungry.
They're make it as small as possible. A triple-decker burger as small as you possibly can.
It was weird.
Fire it out there.
Like, we asked him because it said 3 burger patties in like the description of the menu, and then he's like, "How big is this gonna be?" And he's like, "Not that big," because they smash them.
They smash them together. They smash all the meat together. You know what? Bring it out. I'll pay $16 for it. I don't care.
It was good though.
It was good, and he was such a good guy that I was like, I'll give him $20 tip.
It was basically a 23% tip, and
then we got
he went like this.
Yeah, like bowed to us. That was weird when he came back.
I think by looking at us, he didn't expect us to tip him that much.
No, I'm wearing like a Nike crew neck and some like raggedy pants I've been wearing for 3 years with my belt wrapped around me 3 times, and this dude's like, get out.
He's like, these people aren't going to tip me. I'm not even going to try. But he was just nice, so we were like, hey, let's tip him.
Got some nachos. The nachos were covered in chili for some reason.
You ordered chili nachos.
I thought they were just normal nachos. Chili nachos.
And we got pretzel bites, which are not as good as the Draft House pretzel bites in Warren, Pennsylvania.
They were good though. Even I was eating them in the hotel room.
Me too. Yeah. They were good though.
And then I got a peanut butter milkshake, which was dope.
So that was cool.
She got some sort of weird marshmallow fire.
It was called a campfire marshmallow or milkshake, and
I also had the best Blue Moon of my life.
It was a good. Blue
I don't understand why it was so delicious, but it was just.
It was just good. Just like orange juice.
Yeah.
And I'm not big. I mean, I like beer, but it just didn't taste like beer.
But
yeah, overall, we're just excited to get this podcast rolling. This week, we're gonna work on some healthy things.
Yeah, I need to start getting back in the gym.
Yeah.
They like send me emails.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, you haven't been in the gym in 2 weeks. What are you doing? From the people. It's not like an automatic generated email.
It's like actually like the workers.
It's like, ma'am, I'm working. Like I work.
We both work a lot.
But on the weekends, I'm not working. I'm just not working.
And playing video games. I've been going to the gym, but not as hard as I could, I guess is how I would say it.
I feel like they're singling me out.
They're not singling you out.
They are. Because she called me one time.
That was weird. I never.
She's like, "Hey, what are you doing? Why are you still a participant in this gym?
What are you wearing?"
She's like, "How many miles can you run on the treadmill?
How fast can you throw a football?"
She asked me that. She asked me how much I weighed, and what my goals were, and then asked me. I told her my goals. I told her I wanted to run a 10-minute mile, which I did, which wasn't really.
That's not very fast.
No, it's not fast at all.
Because I can run that.
Yeah.
And I'm slow.
And I told her, I was like, yeah, I hit my goal.
Yeah.
And she's like...
He definitely lied, I'm sure.
I hit it. I have a picture of it. I have a picture of me.
You do. He has proof.
One time, I was switching... I was switching my podcast. It was like the third day the gym was open. It's packed. Okay? It's right after work. It's like 9:30. Okay? I go in there bright yellow. Everybody's already staring at me. Because I wear bright yellow at work. I change in the bathroom, which there's two separate rooms. There's like a changing shower room, and then there's the bathroom. I change in the bathroom when I come out, too. And the dude's like, "Hey, there's no toilet paper in there." And I was like, "What the fuck is he talking about?" And I was like, "Okay," and then like he goes in there, and then like 20 minutes later, I go back in there because I took some pre-workout. I had to pee real bad, and there's like paper towels and water all over the place. This is a big guy, too. So he's in there cleaning himself.
Pooped.
Yeah, he pooped.
Definitely pooped. Aww.
He told me, like, I was the one, like, I know where the toilet paper...
you were the employee.
Yeah, he's like, do you know where the toilet paper is, man? Like, he didn't say that, but anyway, checking my phone. I'm on the treadmill. Good 15 minutes, Pull my phone out, go to switch up the podcast. And I drop my phone. Loud. The phone hits the treadmill, and then I proceed to kick it into the machinery of the treadmill, and I could hear it in there. And I'm doing like a 20-minute workout, right? So I'm hitting up my 20-minute workout. I could hear the phone being rubbed against the mechanics of the treadmill.
I don't know if I remember this story.
I told you this story when it first happened.
You did, yeah.
And everybody's staring at me. I hit my 20 minutes because I didn't want to look like a little bitch, and I got off.
You still ran with it?
Yeah, I had to 5-6 minutes.
That's a long time.
I know. Just I could hear it too, being rubbed against something. It's a true story. I get off. I can't reach the phone. I have to incline the. I have to incline the treadmill all the way to reach my arm under there and get it. Nobody's helping me. Not a single person.
Not the guy with the poop?
No, that guy was back there doing something with a ball. I don't even know what he was doing.
Medicine ball.
Yeah. And then sometimes I'll go in there and get on the treadmill for like 2 hours. I'll go super hard. I'll be super motivated, listening to like Logic's like Every Day.
I like that song.
It's a good song. I'll listen to it on repeat for 2 hours.
It gets you pumped.
It does. And I'll see people like come in and get on the treadmill for like 10 minutes.
That's usually me.
But I have no room to talk.
11 o'clock at night.
Because I only get like bursts of motivation. And I'll go for like 2 or 3 days.
Yeah. But we both need to make some changes.
Yeah,
is
definitely.
What it comes down to.
Definitely.
We're going to try to start with some little eating. We're going to get some chicken and veggies this week and kind of just focus on making that.
I find myself snoring a lot, like snoring awake.
Austin, has the worst sleep apnea I've ever seen. He also sleep talks. That's a whole podcast another time.
It's not that bad.
But the sleep apnea. One time I was still awake because I have pretty bad insomnia, and Austin's all of a sudden his sleep apnea. He stops breathing fully for probably a minute, and then all of a sudden he just goes it's just like a whistle with his
I'm
breath.
fine.
And
I'm perfectly
I'm not
fine.
saying he's got sleeper's breath. Whistles all of the sleeper's breath air right into my face, and it doesn't smell good. And it's all
There is a good distance between me and you in the bed. Because we do this thing called the platform, where it's just a big body pillow,
in the middle of us.
And then our cat Dave lays in the middle of us every night.
Her name is Dave Matthews.
And
But yeah, she lays. So we put the body.
So she's exaggerating a little bit on the sleeper's breath.
No, I'm not. He's literally stopped breathing for a minute and then whistled like a gust of wind on me, and then farted like a whole toilet. What?
Some of my poops are kind of bad.
They're real bad. Both of ours are.
Yeah. Randy always likes that story of me at Draft House when I first met Justin.
Oh, I like that story.
I went down into the Draft House bathroom,
and
I was scared. I was scared because it was a bad poop. it was bad. I didn't want anybody to know it was me. So the first thing that goes to my mind is get this poop out as fast as you possibly can.
This doesn't make any sense.
You get the poop out.
No, like
you get right up.
So insecure about the people knowing that he pooped, which everyone does, so that he fakes using the urinal after.
You got to get up and go straight to the urinal. So somebody walks in.
Like someone else did this shit, man.
Yeah, and somebody walks in and look at him and be like, hey, man.
That man was
Ooh, somebody just tore this toilet
That
up.
guy's on the urinal, so clearly he didn't do
Yeah,
it.
so they don't know it's me.
Makes no sense. He wasted, and then he didn't wash his hands. So
I washed my hands.
No, he didn't. So then he wasted how many seconds fake peeing? Like you didn't even pee, did you?
No.
So he fake pee.
It's just a decoy.
Decoy pee. Okay. Are you hunting?
I've pooped a lot in the woods too. Bad.
I want to buy this female urinal that's meant for camping, and Austin won't let me. He says it's like
It's weird. It's like it's just like an AutoZone funnel. That's all it is. That they just put up there and pee on the ground.
No, it has a specific funnel shape to it, though. It's not just like a normal funnel, because I don't know. Anyway, I just.
It's just a funnel.
I want to buy it. I'm going to. So we're going camping a lot this summer.
I'm very excited about that.
That's
I've been
our
watching a
number
lot
one
of
summer
urban
goal.
stealth camping,
Yeah.
and I can tell you I can get into that. You know, go across the street, camp out behind sheets.
We
That'd
live
be
right
awesome.
by sheets. Sheets.
That'd be awesome. We also live right down the stream to the reservoir, so whenever it rains, it's like a tsunami down here.
Yeah.
It is crazy.
It's
the water
crazy.
rises 20 feet. And they have like a ravine to like channel it all.
It is random. I'm not a big fan of where we live, but it's cheap, so we're getting used to it.
I'm starting to really like it.
I like our general area. Like,
I think I would miss the fact that we're so close to everything. Like work's 10 minutes away.
Yeah.
Sheets is right next
Like
door.
driving
There's a
in
beer
Pittsburgh-
distributor.
Driving Pittsburgh, it takes so long to get from one destination to another.
Yeah.
And that's the
And
good
then
thing.
it's like 2 blocks away. We're at the bank. We're at Joey's Bakery.
Yeah, we can
we're at Dollar
walk.
General. It's just everything's so close. And
Yeah.
there's a grocery store if we ever feel like not going to Walmart or going to
Yeah.
Aldi's.
So there is good parts of it. And there's the downtown has a lot of cute shopping.
And there's nothing going on. There's always so much crazy stuff going on.
Everywhere else.
Yeah, that I just feel
Calm.
I feel safe and calm here.
Yeah.
There's nothing going on. Nobody knows that we're here. You know, we haven't really made any friends in the last year that we've lived here. So nobody knows that we actually live in this
I've made
apartment.
friends.
I haven't. It's hard to make friends when you only work with 5 people.
Yeah. I have a decent amount of coworkers. He only has 5 people.
And they're all like 30 years in, so they're all like 60 years old. Like on the verge of retiring.
Yeah.
I was like, hey man,
Hard to
you want to
relate
go
to
get some
some of them.
tacos? Like, no. I don't want to go get tacos. I'm trying to plan on what I'm going to do with my retirement. They don't actually say that, but.
They did.
What were we talking about before this?
We were just talking about how we're going to eat healthy, but I think we
Camping. Urban stealth camping. This dude I've been watching, his name's Steve Willis. You should really go check him out.
He's not that interesting.
He's awesome.
He's okay.
He like camps out on like hiking trails. He like camps like off in the woods.
He camps in places that you're really not allowed to camp in, is how you should word it, right?
And then the dude acts like he has no money because he's always he's like,
definitely has
this is
money.
like my $20 urban stealth camping kit. And
It's
then
got like beans.
like as he's putting it together, there's like an old like 60s Camaro, like fully restored, like
worth
in his
lots of money.
garage. He's like setting up like this camping kit together.
He's like, I'm going to use this plastic water, and then pulls Yeti water to pour it into.
And he's like, I only work for, I own my own small furnace repair company. He's from Canada, but he did just post a really cool video of him camping on like the coast of, I think he's like in Quebec or something. But it was like a ocean storm that rolled in, and he had like hunkered down like his tent. He put like rocks and stuff around it. It's a good watch. It's like a 26-minute long video, but it's a good watch.
Super into it.
I am.
I just watch like Justin Bieber videos over and over again on YouTube.
I've been also watching the Cletus McFarlane Freedom Factory. This dude bought a old racetrack, like an old NASCAR racetrack.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
He's been like fixing it up and stuff.
You should go.
Spent $2 million on it. Came with 64 acres of land.
We'll get there.
I don't know. Pepsi doesn't pay that much. What they do pay, I spend recklessly.
We're getting there. But I think we should wrap it up.
No. Why would you want to wrap it up?
Well, I think we should.
Let's keep pushing it just a little bit farther.
This is our first video.
I know, it's awesome.
It is cool.
Yeah.
But do you think people are actually going to listen for this long?
Definitely. Because they know, that old Whitty Austin. His next story is just right around the corner.
Hilarious Vanessa.
She's not that funny.
I'm hilarious. Ask any of my friends.
Let's try to push it to 45 minutes.
How do you tell how long
right there, record time.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
not
bad.
We could do it.
Yeah.
We can do it.
I know we can do it. Let's talk about your new car. Let's talk about your Subaru. Let's talk about how we picked that up.
So I've had my 2010 Nissan Versa.
Which we just recently sold to her brother, and it's running amazingly because we just got inspected.
It only has 60,000 miles on it.
But before that, both front shocks exploded like a bomb. Like a bomb.
It sounded like a firework.
It sounded more like a bomb. And popped both the front tires, so we had to have AAA come and haul it away.
This was when we lived somewhere else, though, so that happened a little bit ago.
Yeah, we were still in Smithport when that happened.
Anyway, I've had that. I've paid it off.
It was all because we hit a pothole in Corey.
It was a really bad pothole.
Boom! The shocks exploded.
So I sold it to my brother for $1.
Yeah.
That
was fun.
Notary.
We also went back to a car dealership where I had recently ripped off. Not recently. It's probably about 5 years ago. I bought a car.
To the notary that we went to.
It wasn't a notary.
Well, it was a notary in a used car. You're not talking about the Schultz, is what I'm saying.
No. Don't say their names, but yeah,
we're not saying the bad place name.
No. The car blew up, and it was within like a month of me owning it, and I got real scared because I didn't have anybody to tell me, like, hey, you can return that car because you haven't had it for 30 days.
You bought a Saab.
And they tried to get me to go to court, and I got real scared when I got the papers in the mail. I just moved to Meadville.
Yeah.
I was like, I didn't deal with that.
That's
how I also dealt with my kayaking incident too. I got pulled over, I guess, in a kayak for not wearing a life jacket.
I thought we were talking about my car.
I didn't even have one on me, and they sent me a ticket for $64.
And you moved away.
But then the Wilcox Dam, like kind of like Chapman's Dam, it got shut down. Like, it's not state funded anymore, so my ticket got erased.
No, and you fought it because
I didn't fight it. The kid I was with.
Yeah.
I can't really say his name. We're on a hiatus right now.
But anyway, about my car, right?
Yeah.
I bought a new Subaru 2017.
Yeah, it's used, and I like that it's not brand new.
Yeah.
Because I want to like take it camping and take it on road trips.
Buying a new car, I feel like I'd be so like, I don't want to open the door.
That's how it was with my truck at first, but I have to realize, like, this is a truck. This isn't, I keep it nice, I keep it washed, I keep it clean, but at the same time, I still have to haul stuff with it and take it camping. And
True. The coolest thing about my Subaru is that my best friend also has a Subaru.
It's the same one.
It's so cool. Mine's a 2017 and hers is a 2018.
Yeah.
And her dad sold us both of them. So that's what makes it cooler.
And then, not a lot of people know, but we sold the yellow car also.
Yeah, we bought a Pontiac from my
I kind of sold that under wraps because a lot of people wanted it, but nobody would show up to actually buy it. And I didn't know anything about the car when we bought it.
No, we bought it, and we just knew the general story behind it.
And it ran and drove.
Yeah. And it was cool.
For what we paid for it.
I had a Pontiac, and we paid what?
I don't want to say what we paid for it, but
it was like a wedding gift at some
We drove it probably about 300 miles. We had a good time in it for a few days, and then it was parked at my aunt's house for a little bit, and then
we sold it.
Yeah, because we had 4 cars on our insurance, and that got real expensive real fast.
Austin at one point bought and sold so many cars.
I almost got in trouble for it.
They mailed
I got
something
a letter in the mail saying that I need to register to be a dealer.
I had to get a dealership license.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's a cool story, though.
It's not that cool of a story.
It's cool.
It was like
wheeling and dealing.
It was like panic sales. A lot of them.
Wheeling and dealing. You're hustling.
Hustling. That's what she calls it. And then
My Subaru's awesome, though, I will say.
It is nice.
But I'm very, very, very happy with my purchase. I contemplated a lot of different cars. I contemplated a Subaru.
I really wanted to get a Ford Fusion.
I don't like Fords.
It was beautiful though.
But
it was white. It was all black on the inside. It had black tint. It was
too sporty.
It was like brand new. It had like 1,000 miles on it.
It was too sporty. I wanted something that I'm a horrible driver, so
we definitely need something with all-wheel drive.
Beat up, all-wheel drive, and
some of the snowstorms that we've had driving that around, it's a tank.
It is.
It is really a tank. It would take a lot to get that thing stuck.
Yeah. I thought about I got a Forester. I thought about getting a Crosstrek, but they're just a little more expensive, and the Forester is bigger. So I'm actually pretty happy. Because already I can tell that.
Yeah, the Forester's so big that me and Slater fit a 75-inch TV.
I thought it was 80.
No, it was 75.
Yeah.
I tried to convince him to buy 82.
Oh, okay.
And he just wouldn't do it. But we get to Best Buy and pick out the TV and everything. And the guy's like, "What kind of car do you guys have?" I was like, "Oh, we got a brand new Subaru Forester. It'll fit right in the back."
And he's like, "No, it won't fit."
No, he like looks up the car, looks up the dimensions. Like we had a tape measure with us. It's like this thing is gonna fit.
Yeah.
Well, we get it outside, and the guy immediately he's like, "Hey, this TV won't fit."
And then he just
got the TV off the cart and left.
He actually left.
Yeah, walked back inside.
That's crazy.
It's just me and Slater outside
like, well,
in the snow. It's snowing.
It's like, screw you, guy.
So we get the seats down. We have to put the front seats all the way up.
And they're tall,
so far that they don't even go up anymore. And Vanessa, when I got into the car, the first thing I thought about was like, this airbag is gonna destroy me. It's gonna blow me to smithereens if we hit anything.
Die.
I was like, "Sir, we can't drive all the way from Erie back to Clarendon like this."
And they did, didn't they?
No, we went to Walmart and bought some bungee cords and like pulled it out a little bit and then strapped it down.
Yeah, they're smart.
We had to because the steering wheel was jammed up into my chest and my face was in the dash.
Like a clown car, actually.
I couldn't steer the wheel and like my foot could only hit the gas a little bit, so that was scary. We did drive around for like 10 minutes trying to find Walmart.
That would have been a sight to see. I wish I would have seen.
Horrible. It was on Slater's Snapchat for a minute.
Figures. Slater's his best friend, by the way.
I think everybody knows who Slater is.
They might not.
I was actually supposed to do the first podcast with Slater. We're going to do a 2-hour drinking podcast, but I need to get this out by Monday, so stay tuned for that. That's going to be awesome.
Yeah. Slater,
we're going to see how many beers we can drink in 2 hours.
That will be... Austin doesn't drink very much
anymore.
And he used to.
Slater can definitely drink a little bit more than me, but I think
Austin drinks, like, he really likes to rearrange furniture, so I hope, like, the whole house gets cleaned and rearranged.
I like to stay busy because I think in the back of my head, like, damn, like, I wish I wouldn't have got drunk. I could have done so much more with my day. So
then he starts, well, I swear, one time, I came home, the whole house was rearranged, and he would drink, like, a whole case of beer.
Yeah.
And that's how the house got rearranged.
Miller Lights. Pints.
Pounders. Like,
get it from the guy right next door. He's a bodybuilder. It's dope.
Yeah.
It's like him and his like family run.
His wife.
It's called Bob's Beverage.
Bob's. They're kind of like Bob's Burger.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
He's such a cool guy. He supplied the cakes for us too.
For our wedding.
For the wedding.
For free. The covers for free.
Yeah, the covers and the taps. The taps were for free. But they're like old like 1970s taps that have like a...
Yeah, the only way that we could get them tapped at the wedding is because of Dustin. Didn't he tap them?
I have no idea.
I think he did.
I got a little drunk at the wedding.
We had a great wedding.
Well, you did have an awesome wedding. I don't even remember how we got back to the hotel.
I don't either. Rachel, maybe? Rachel. Maybe. Definitely. Maid of honor comes in clutch.
But yeah, the whole wedding. Philly was fun. We haven't talked about Philly.
I thought we only got 5 minutes left.
5 minutes?
No, 30
we can keep going for a little bit.
45 minutes is good.
Vanessa wants to jump off the podcast, but I think we're getting into some good stuff. Talk about the Liberty Bell. Had a giant crack in it. What's that all about?
You go to Philly for the crack.
I don't understand anything about history at all.
Why not?
Like I don't like why are we so... The bell cracked, and we tried to fix it, but we couldn't.
Okay, so basically...
I'm being dead serious. I don't understand
basically, The bell was a reason that it's summoned some type of some action of some sort, and it was
Like the horse, Paul Revere?
no, somewhat like that. But yes.
Tell me the story about him.
No, we're talking about the bell.
Okay.
Okay, so.
And where was that, Paul Revere? Where did he do his ride
I
at?
don't remember. So then the bell, okay, so when they were ringing it, it had just a tiny crack, kind of like a tiny microphone. But at that time, they couldn't weld. So in order for them to fix it...
They did teach me that. They had to, like, drill it.
They had to, like, drill into it and, like, do some kind of action to...
Like friction welding.
Yeah, friction welding.
They did teach me about that.
So then, because when they did that, the friction welding ended up cracking it so big that the bell couldn't ring anymore.
And the bell was always in Philadelphia?
Mm-hmm.
So there was like war and stuff going on in Philadelphia.
I don't know where the war grounds were.
Yeah.
Philadelphia was always.
I don't understand anything about history or anything at all.
So
I
like
just feel so dumb when it comes to that kind of stuff.
Like a meeting spot for like the Constitution and like the businessmen of the past, I guess you could say. Like that's where they all like rendered and met.
Right.
It's a cool place. Philly's my favorite city. Always will be.
It was cool. The Airbnb we stayed in
was dope.
Yeah, it was like an apartment complex
For like college grads probably.
that had some money.
Yeah.
They like we had this like a little studio, and like a whole section of the floor of the building was like dedicated to
Airbnb. But it was only like what, $400 for the whole week.
Yeah, to stay in Philly,
Right
which was
downtown.
cool.
Like right downtown.
And you can't do Philly in 5 days.
You can actually, no.
It was hard.
We
did
didn't even get
tours. We went to the prison.
We didn't even.
We went to an aquarium.
We couldn't even. We didn't even get to go physically to like the Rocky Steps. We didn't get to go to the love sign.
Yeah.
But we still went.
The love sign's not that big.
No, not a lot of people know that. It's actually really
I
small.
wanted to go ice skating. They have ice skating at Town Hall or City Hall.
City Hall.
And you can walk right through it.
It was cool. I love Philly.
We got lost the first day.
Yeah, and Austin
It had some like
me.
protector. It was just had some dude walk up to us like, "Hey, hey, kids, what's going on?" And we're nowhere near the Liberty Bell. That's what we're looking for. And Vanessa was breaking down.
I'm crying.
So I was all stressed out trying to download Uber on my phone because
we had to walk like 4 more miles to get to Liberty Bell.
Yeah, we were on like
we went the complete
like 26
opposite.
blocks.
And it was my fault.
And
so that's why I was crying.
This big like homeless guy walks up. Hey, kids! I was like, dude, you need to get the fuck away from us right now. And he looks at me. I was like, I'm being dead fucking serious. He's like, oh
okay.
shit, okay, man.
And walked away.
And he just walked away. And then finally, I think we ended up walking the 20. We walked the 20 blocks, but then once we got down there, like Uber. And it was just Uber the rest of the trip.
Uber Blacks a lot of the time.
Yeah, like we got a little fancy there for a little
we got
bit.
fancy. It was our honeymoon.
Some guys are weird in Uber though. They like record the whole trip.
Or they don't talk to you.
Yeah, we had one guy that didn't say a word.
Not one word.
Drove us all around Philly and didn't say a word.
Just didn't even say get out. Just
No.
was like stop the car and just
Silent. Like, is this where we're supposed to be?
We went to the original Patty's Pub that's Always Sunny's based off of.
That was cool. We
went to the characters of Always Sunny. Mac and Dee own a bar in Philly called Mac's Tavern, which was pretty cool.
That was cool too when we got ice cream after that.
Yeah.
We got it.
Like a weird, like, what was it? Like,
it was like cryo ice cream.
Yeah.
And they had to like make it like took them a minute to like pull it together. And
it
you only got
really
like a
good,
scoop.
but it was filling.
Yeah, it was really good.
It was kind of like a Japanese type, but they had a bunch of
vintage like
video game stuff in there.
Yeah, that was neat.
Yeah, it was cool. I liked it more than I thought I would, to be honest.
The entire time I lost Farming Simulator, and I was so sad.
And then I found it.
Yeah, when we got back, but
a random basket at home.
I had to play Farming Simulator 17 like a jabroni the entire time on my laptop.
It was a sad day.
Was very sad for me.
We missed our kitties the most.
Yeah, that was really sad.
3 kitties.
Thanks to Justin and Lauren for taking care of them. That was awesome.
Shout out to Justin.
They didn't fill up the cat fountain though, so the little cat fountain motor just ran for a week straight and didn't explode.
But we have Beyonce Kitty. That's one of our cats. Jenna Purr Aniston. And like Dave Matthews, like I said. They're all girls. And they're wild.
They're wild.
I'm sure they'll be in the cat. Is there one in there right now?
No, I had to jam a sheet up there because cold air was coming in.
Oh, okay.
Our apartment's filled with like cold air leaks. Not
Yeah.
really. It's not that bad.
No, it's a nice apartment. It just has some quirks. It's old.
It is definitely old.
We're like sitting on basically a part of the apartment that used to be a porch.
Yeah, it used to be like
this was the outside of the house, definitely.
yeah, like the brick.
Yeah.
And then they just like sectioned it off,
And
which is neat.
It's
It's a
cool.
nice little area for
You
me.
can go right outside.
Yeah, there's a door that goes out to the roof.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I smoke cigs out there. Just kidding. No, I don't.
we've been out there like once.
Yeah, not
I
very
get out there, I just feel weird because I can stare right at the people
In Sheetz
walking
parking
in
lot.
and in and out Sheets. And I
And
know they can look right at
definitely
me.
See us, so
Walk
sorry.
right up and look right at me. Chair's a little annoying.
Hey, I'm getting tired, so.
All right, I guess we can wrap it up. Vanessa's
Yeah.
getting tired, so I can
When
go
get
over this.
cranky.
Maybe edit it a little bit.
Yeah, if not, we can just
See
post
how it
like
goes.
this. It'd be cool to post
We're going
it
through
either way.
Streamlabs OBS because the Samson mic that we got, the mini mic,
I wanna
is supposed
show
to
a picture
have.
of the tiny microphone.
Yeah, you can hold it up.
Yeah, so they can see.
It's super tiny.
See, there's a tiny microphone.
It's awesome.
It's really tiny. It's cool though.
So
Tiny mic.
that should be everything for our first podcast. I'm really excited to see where this goes. I already feel just so comfortable.
Yeah.
Once we get the actual camera set up
it's gonna be
and we
fun.
get the boom mics and all
The
that good
tiny mic.
all that good stuff, I feel really, really good about this.
It's just fun to talk and.
It is. And a lot of people are gonna like this.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
because we're cool.
All right. The next one will probably be. I'm gonna try to shoot for next Saturday. I'll try to record one over the
Yeah.
week, and we'll see where it goes.
That would be cool.
Sound good?
Sounds good.
All right.
Thanks
I
for
guess
watching.
That's
and
everything
listening.
to the tiny microphone.